Hey, hi, YouTube friends. How's everybody doing? It's your friend Stace out in the desert, coming to you from Gold Canyon, Arizona. Hope everybody's good. I'm excited some of y'all found me over here on YouTube. I am on Instagram. If you're not familiar with me, it's Also Stace. My name is Stacy. Everyone calls me Stace or Mama Stace or whatever you want to call me. So this morning, what am I doing? Why am I out here? Well, first off, I'm in the garage because I am starting to set up my own little studio out here to do these kind of broadcast videos, tours, if you will, on the property here. We have 3 acres. If you're new, hi. We're out in the desert, and we have hip camp people that come and stay and that kind of thing. And so I started offering a little bit of tours, but I needed a place to set my stuff up, so I've got it set up out here in the garage, my little mini museum. But don't let that distract you. So what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about cholla. We're going to talk about cactus. So if you're going to come out to the desert, if you want to come visit us in the desert, I just want you to be safe. That's all I want to talk about. I don't know everything about the desert. I'm not like the expert of it all. I'm just born and raised desert, and time again I keep seeing people come out and get hurt on the trails. And literally just last week I was out hiking and saw people hurt themselves on the cholla again. So let's do another video. Let's talk about it. Come hang out. Come grab something to drink. I need some water while I'm talking to you guys. No sponsor. This is just Stacy. You're going to look. Stacy doesn't have a bazillion subscribers. I'm just making these videos in the hope that somehow they get out to the masses and people stop hurting themselves when they come out here and they start touching the cactus. Please don't come out here and touch the cactus. Why am I doing this in January? Oh, I'm sorry, February. Today is February 1st. Hey, everybody, February 1st. That is awesome. Why am I talking about it now when some of you have snow all over the ground? Why you're covered in snow? You're like, why are we talking about the desert? Well, that's the perfect time of year to come out here. We have fabulous weather. It's in the 70s now. It's going to start warming up into the 80s, and we get what we call the snowbirds. And they leave all the snow and they come out and they visit us, and they are the ones that are notorious for getting hurt. So this is kind of why I'm making videos, but I've seen everyone get hurt out here, so it's not exclusive to people that are new to us. So anyway, so this morning I went out and grabbed cholla for you guys, which is ridiculous, but I used tongs. I went at it safely. So yeah, we don't touch cholla. So what are we talking about, Stacy? Let's go slow. Let's wind it back. For those of you like, I don't know who I just landed on. Cholla. Cholla is cactus that grows out here. Some people call it jumping cholla. They believe it jumps at you. That's debatable. We'll talk about that in a minute. Cholla. I wrote it down and then I realized, because I am so new to Instagram and videoing, and you're also going to notice I don't edit. I don't know how to do that, you guys. I am new. So bear with me and you're going to watch the evolution of Stace. But cholla, Cholla. It is not cholla. You're not looking for jumping cholla. For goodness sakes, don't say it that way. It's cholla. Oh, I did write it down. Cholla. Look it up. Anyways. A lot of times people come out here on the trails and they see this beautiful wood. What is this? Well, this is actually what we call the skeleton of cholla. Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. Be careful if you pick it up, depending on what property you're on, whether that is legal or not, whether you're on government land, on somebody's private property, they may not appreciate you taking this. A lot of people use it as decor out here. Also, if you have reptiles, or if you're like me, you have snakes, they love to live in this and crawl around in it. So you can see this, you can buy it online. But cholla, why am I even holding this? Why am I showing you this? Is this the dangerous part? Well, it can be because of what I just told you. I used to have a very large scorpion bob that I kept as a pet. I have a snake, a gopher snake. They all love to be in this. So if you're out and you're on a trail and you're like, oh, I love this wood, I want to take it home. Be careful. Be careful what you have picked up. Be careful that there's not something still living in it, that this wasn't a reptile or somebody else's home. And shake it out definitely before you're going to go throw it in the back of your car, because something might still be inside of it. So anyways, that is cholla. We were just recently out walking around. Now, I live by the Superstition Mountain. I'm in that part of Arizona. If you're familiar, Superstition Mountain is amazing. And in Gold Canyon, I am, where I live is near a lot of the trails, a lot of very popular trails. You have the Peralta Trail. You have the Wave Cave over here, Hieroglyphics Trail. These are trails that are going to take you out, especially Peralta is going to take you up to see Weaver's Needle. That's the area that is known for the Lost Dutchman, that kind of stuff. Very, very popular trails out here. As you come around the mountain, because the mountain kind of does this. It's a huge mountain. Superstition Mountain is huge, and there was an active volcano at one time. It exploded. It is no longer an active volcano. No, I'm not the expert on all that. Look it up. But anyways, this is a huge mountain range. So I'm on one side of it. Apache Junction is on the other side of it. Trails all the way around it with all kinds of history. It's amazing. Anything from very easy trails to challenging trails, depending on your skill level for sure. I'm afraid of heights. I get to a certain point, feel like I want to fall over. So there's certain trails that I'm not going to go all the way up on, and it may not be as hard for somebody else. So I don't tend to tell somebody something's difficult or easy, because that's just really dependent on your skill level. I need some more water. Water. You need water when you're in the desert, and I'm glad, and that's why I have it out here, is that constant reminder. If you are out on any of our trails, please, please, please bring water. I don't care if it's 60 degrees and it's wonderful. We're in the desert, it's dry, it's going to zap you. You need as much water as possible. And the general rule for out here is, if once you get to halfway on your cup, if you're at halfway, not cup, you should have more if you're on a trail. So I'm sorry, this is the example. But halfway, then you need to turn around and go back, because you use that much water to get that far. Okay, so that's kind of the rule. So anyways, what we're going to talk about is Cholla. So we were out hiking in an area of the Superstition. In the front part of it, they call, there's Flatiron, which is up at the top, and that's gorgeous. I did not make it that far on that trail. It's a little steep for me, a little advanced for me. There's a part of Siphon Draw. People have heard of that as well. I didn't make it all the way out to that, but that was the trail that we were on. So a lot of the trails are popular. You can go as high as you need to. The other warning I'm going to give you is, you're not going to see rangers on all of the trails out here. Maybe at some of the state parks when you come in, but no, you're going to drive out on these dirt roads. You're going to get out on trails. Please do not think that there's going to be someone coming out going, hey, it's time to come in, or we're looking for you. No, you are out on your own on these trails, and you're in the middle of the desert, and it's big, and the Superstition Wilderness is big and notorious for just people go in and very, very hard to find them. So another reason why I'm trying so hard to keep everyone safe, so we don't send locals and all the emergency crew out to try to help people. The less often we do that, the better for everybody. So anyway, so we're out last week. Again, don't go alone. Don't think I'm out on a trail alone. I'm out with my husband. We're out and we are hiking towards Siphon Draw. And we approach a large group, and this is so common, it's embarrassing, and that's why I'm making a video for it. I know what I'm walking up on, so we're walking up, and it's this large group, and they're all upset because two of the members of the group have Cholla on them. One's got them all on his shoes, another one's holding it. Okay, so first off, okay, what are we gonna do? I walk up to the one that's on his shoes, because that's the easiest to take care of if I can get him to stop moving. Grab a rock, knock the Cholla clump off of his shoe. Now the person that's got it in his hand, I can't really help you at that point. I'm not carrying pliers, and you're like, Stacey, you need pliers for this cactus? Oh yeah, if you've done it, if you have grabbed a hold of Cholla, you're gonna need some help to get it out. And that's why I'm talking to you. That's why I even used to get them. That's why we're having this conversation. So yes, I used rocks to get it off of the one guy's shoe, and the group's all, oh, she must be local. Yeah, I'm desert. Born and raised desert. For those of you that don't know me, yeah, born in Las Vegas, raised desert. So there's just certain things that you learn, certain things you don't touch. But I guess common sense, I always thought, it's sharp. These things are sharp as if they're obvious sharp. I'll show you in a second. They're obvious sharp. Let's just show you now while I'm talking. Let's grab one. This is Cholla. This is awful. It has what they call sheaths on the outside of all these spikes. If you notice all the spikes, I'm gonna put it up too close, are in all different directions. So when you get it impaled into your hand or your shoe, it's not gonna come out evenly. This one's going this direction, this one's going this direction, this one's going this direction. They're going all different directions. Then when you go to pull it out, those things are going to break loose. Good luck getting them out of you the deeper that they're in. This is why I don't want you to wear flip-flops on a trail. It could be wonderful out temperature-wise, and you're used to walking around barefoot. Doesn't matter when you get near this. Now, where does it get the reputation of jumping? Is this thing jumping? No, it's not jumping. Because of all the different directions, it tends to almost roll into you. If you catch it on your arm, this whole thing winds up touching. It's awful. You do not want to come close to these plants for various reasons. Stinging bad, this could stop you from your hike completely. Okay. The worst part to me, though, and that is bad, all of it's bad, is this part. These are the dried out, dead parts of a cholla that are laying around the ground. Now, we also have a lot of wind in the desert. Let me put this up here. These are really hard to see. It almost could look like a rock as you're walking. They blow around there at the base of these cholla bushes. Cholla, that's almost, I think, how they more cholla grows. I'm not an expert on this. I'm just trying to keep y'all safe. What to look for. This is still equally bad. This isn't going to be any better than the healthier one or the more live one that I just popped off. This is still bad. And if there's one of them, they're everywhere around. Most of us still haven't figured out what cholla's actual good purpose is. If there was one, I mean, a lot of the birds, I guess, nest in it. You have pack rats that tend to make nests at the base of these. And then in the pack rat's nest is where a lot of snakes, rattlers, are notorious for using those nests as well, especially when they're brumating. They don't hibernate. Rattlesnakes don't hibernate, they brumate. So right now, you guys, it is all temperature related. Another subject I wanted to talk about just briefly while we're still talking about cholla. Cholla, we're going to say it right. Cholla, not cholla, cholla. So while we're still talking about cholla, we can talk about rattlesnakes just a little bit and the safety. Like, so they tend to, and not always, but a lot of times pack rats will put a nest underneath a cholla with all of these awful things at the base as it's, let me see if I can get this over here. It's over here as protection. Okay. So then the snakes go into those holes and that's where they hang out. When the weather gets beautiful like it is now, where we're going to go into the 70s and the 80s, you can often find any form of snake out here, whether it's good or bad snake, whatever, rattlesnakes, coming out to warm themselves up by them. So cholla have a lot of issues why you need to stay away from them and why I don't want you to touch them. So when you come out to the desert, please go slow when you're looking to take pictures, especially if something like cholla. If you're backing up, how easy you could step into cholla, back into it, have it on you. Oh, it's just the worst. Seeing children get cholla in them is just awful because you can't get them to hold still often enough. They're just screaming, they're upset. It's painful. I don't want to see that anymore. Or your pets, that's another one. If you bring your dog out to hike with you, remember that this is so easy to get into a paw. And it's awful, and it could happen while you're far out on a trail and maybe carry your dog back. So there's a lot of safety that I want you to, I'm not, you're like, should I even go to the desert? Yes, you should. There's some amazing beauty out here. I want you to be able to see and explore, but I want you to be able to do it safely. So I want you to get some hiking shoes kind of thing. I want you to not touch. I want you to move a little bit slower. If you find something like this that you think is cool, maybe kick it first, maybe touch it first, see if there's something in it before you're just picking it up and walking with it, and then you find out you have something crawling on your hands. That's what I'm coming up with for you this morning for cholla. I didn't want to make my video too long, especially if you're new to me. I'm new to all of this. I'm taking this information and all the stuff that I'm finding, and I have just in this past year said, okay, this is too much coming at me. It has to go somewhere. So I wanted to create a nonprofit. I started that. It's called the Desert Nature Alliance, stands for DNA. You can find it on Instagram. On Instagram, I only post just desert video pictures. So it's going to be coyote, roadrunner, javelina, only that. If you find me on Instagram, there'll be a little bit more of the personal where I'm talking, but on the DNA website, or excuse me, not website, on the Instagram site, it is just the desert stuff. Definitely shoot me comments, information, questions, whatever you want. That's what I'm here for. I'm hoping that eventually as this evolves, I can talk, I don't know, we can talk to you live, we can talk to students, people can come observe. There's so much. If you want to catch up with me, definitely go to my Instagram page go back to the videos that I have here. On YouTube, it's not going to be as popular for some of my videos because they're short. I shoot the animals. I shouldn't say that. I take pictures, videos of the animals. No shooting the animals. No shooting the animals. Everything you see here is stuff that I have found. But no, taking a video of a roadrunner is only going to drink water for this long. So those videos are not going to get monetized or whatever they say on YouTube. So it's going to take more for those to be seen. What I'm hoping for those is you can use it for your education. You can show somebody, you can just, if you're interested in the desert. So thank you so much for spending this time with me. Again, my name is Stace. Would love to hear from you. Love to hear some feedback. If you know about Cholla, if you've had some bad episodes with Cholla yourself, definitely talk about it in the comments or let us all know. So have a great one, you guys, and stay safe. Bye.